Welcome to the Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Equipped World Championships from Oradea in Romania. We are on to day 4 and this session will be the Men's Masters 1 competition, the lighter weight classes. So we've got 74 kilo, 83 kilo and 93 kilo lifters lifting today. This championship is brought to you by Eleiko, manufacturers of the best platform equipment in the world, as is evidenced on our platform in every session, and to SBD, the supportive equipment and apparel manufacturer relied upon by world-class strength athletes. We've seen phenomenal lifting in every session, really. The junior lifters have displayed such a brilliant standard of lifting. We've had world record attempts, world records successful, and we have seen some really strong lifting. My name's Jo Whiteley. I've been here all week so far. I will be with you until the end of play on Saturday. We have one group for you now. So we have the 74s, 83s and 93 kilo lifters all in a single group. So that's quite a lot to get through. I'll try and keep you up to speed with who is in which class. We can see all the lifters there that are going to be coming out. 3 in the 74s, 5 in the 83s and 5 in the 93s. We have former world champions, former European champions, and a wealth of experience as we go into this session. Just about ready to start, and Radovan Rak is going to kick us off with a 140 kilo squat. Here he comes. He is wearing... Is that a squat suit? I don't think it is. I think he's lifting entirely raw. Certainly he has no knee wraps. He's wearing the SBD knee sleeves. Looks up to get the squat command. And that's nice and easy. Gets him on the board, gives him a bit of confidence. And we are away. Don't forget you can keep up with the scores at goodlift.info. Powerlifting is a numbers game, so it really helps if you have those numbers at your fingertips. Marcel Rusnak from Slovakia. He is in the 83 kilo class. Squat PB is 140. He's coming out for 160. He is semi-equipped, so he has knee wraps on but no squat suit. Or you could say semi-raw. Okay, he's been asked to replace the bar. I'm not quite sure what the referee was saying to him there, but something was communicated. He is stepped it out again. And that looked like a good lift. Okay, I'd be interested to see whether he puts a squat suit on now. Alexei Bakirev next from Russia in the 74s. He's called for 210 kilos for his opening lift. Just 40 years old, so this is his first year as a master. He's got one rack in and one rack out. Made so much easier by this awesome brand new Eleiko rack where you just flip the lever up or down. Doesn't have a wide grip though, so presumably, oh hello, have we got a misload? We have. Are we missing a yellow plate on the left hand side, or do we have an extra one? We are missing a yellow plate on the left hand side. So that's difficult. I know myself when I've unracked a weight that was misloaded, when you unrack the next time, you kind of overcompensate the other way. So I hope he can get that stable. The clock was reset for him. It wasn't his error. Sits down into it and comes up nicely.
Good list for Alexei Bagilev, Russia, 210 kilograms. Setting the bar now at 220 kilograms.
That's a nice lift. And we have Jakub Golak from Poland coming out next. He's the third lifter in the 74 kilo class.
The bar is loaded for Jakub Golak, 220 kilograms.
220. This will put him in the lead in his class for the moment. Very nice opener.
Jakub Golak, good lift.
He took the silver medal in the European Masters earlier this year.
Setting the bar ready for Ilya Kolesov, Russia.
Ilya Kolesov
The bar
next
is
from
loaded.
Russia.
Ilya Kolesov.
225 kilos, and he is in the 83 kilo class. All the way to depth and up again.
Good lift for Ilya
3 white
Kolesov.
lights, and that's a good lift.
The same weight on the bar. Now for
Sits back into it, quite a wide stance.
Czech Republic.
Martin Turek from Czechia up next. Been lifting for a very long time indeed.
Martin Turek, the Czech Republic, 225 kilograms.
He's just asked for the bar to be leveled up. .225 on the bar. 4 red plates. His coach was flat on the floor calling him down there. But not far enough.
Martin Turek, no lift for the Czech Republic.
If we watch that back again with the side view,
Setting the bar
he
now
sits
at
down into it.
260 kilograms for
Yeah, you can see he just about makes it to parallel.
Russia.
Alexander Nikitin next.
The bar is loaded for Alexander
260 kilos. I think he's relatively new to equipped lifting on the international circuit. Has competed internationally as a classic lifter before. And that was a decent amount of effort, but a good squat nonetheless.
Good lift for Alexander Nikitin. The bar is now loaded for
Sits into it, pushes down into depth, maintains his position well, pushes his knees
Nicola
out.
D'Ambrosio, Italy.
Next up, we have Nicola D'Ambrosio from Italy. Only competing for 4 years. And this is his first international. Competes both classic and equipped.
Nicola D'Ambrosio.
Looked like a decent lift. Let's see what the referees think. 3 white lights. He's on the board.
Italy.
Nicola is in the 93 kilo class.
Setting up the bar now.
Just took him a bit of effort to squeeze down to depth. You have to fight the suits and the knee wraps that are trying to keep you upright.
270 kilograms on the bar. The bar is loaded
Viktor
for Viktor
Cherkasheninov
Cherkaninov.
from Ukraine, asking for 270 kilos. Now, did he go far enough? 2 to 1, he did.
For Viktor
That's a good lift.
Cherkaninov. Ukraine. Setting up the bar for the maximum
Bit
event
shaky on the
championship.
descent there. Had a bit of difficulty just pressing through into the bottom of the squat. But he made a good squat. Massimiliano Buccioni next. $277.5 for his opener. This will put him in the lead in the 83 kilo class.
277.5 kilograms.
Huge opening squat. Lovely. Looked deep, looked strong.
Release for Massimiliano Buccioni.
Puts him in a great place leading the pack now.
Setting up the bar now for Vaclav Patoka.
We have 3 lifters left in the all in the 93 kilo class. First up, Vaclav Patoka from Czechia.
The bar is loaded for Vaclav Patoka.
Been competing since he was a junior. Now into the Masters 1 category. That's the 40 to 49 age class. Current European champion. Steady descent. Dips into the bottom of the
Release
squat.
for Vaclav Patoka.
Wasn't super easy,
Republic. 280
but it was a good
kilograms.
lift.
Setting up the bar now for Marcos Sanchez, Ecuador. 290 kilograms on the bar.
Marcos Sanchez next, Ecuador.
The bar is
Had a great
loaded for
performance from a
Marcos
young
Sanchez.
junior lifter from Ecuador this morning. What could Marcos do? Well, he's opening his squat at 290, so that's a pretty good start. Has been competing internationally for 20 years. And it absolutely looks like it, doesn't it? That was a very professional looking
Release
squat.
for Marcos Sanchez, Ecuador. Setting the bar now at 315 kilograms.
Very
On the floor.
efficient.
Gold
Takes it
medal
down
goes
to
to Lars
depth
Johansson.
and No deviation from position whatsoever, straight up again.
115 kilograms on the bar.
Last squat of round 1. Here's
The
Sturla
bar is loaded.
Abrahamsen
For
Mæland
zero
from
capacity,
Norway.
315 kilograms.
Opening with 315. He's 41 years old, so he's just popped up into the Masters. And he's a chiropractor, so he can fix himself if he does himself a mischief. $315 kilos on the bar. Well, I'm not going to say that looked easy because that's a huge weight to move around, but it was certainly a good lift.
For Sturla Mæland Abrahamsen.
And he handled it well.
Going on for the second round of attempts.
Okay, we are into round 2.
Marcel Rusnak from Slovakia.
Marcel Rusnak is going to come out for 190. He opened at 160. Raw, if I remember correctly.
The bar is loaded for Marcel Rusnak, Slovakia.
Marcel is in the 83 kilo class. Just 35 seconds to go now, and there's no sign of him. Was he late wrapping his knees, or has he chosen to give himself a bit more rest and come out for his third? Or maybe scratch completely. He's certainly not coming out for it. If you do scratch, it's considered in equip lifting to be sportsmanlike and good form to actually put your attempt in and allow the weight to time out. The rules state that if the weight goes on the bar, you have to run the clock for the 60 minutes.
The time is out.
Otherwise, if you
2 minutes
scratch
for Marcel Rusnak,
and don't put your
Slovakia.
lift in, everyone gets a little bit less recovery, and it might take the coaches by surprise, and someone will be
Second round
rushing to
now
wrap their
at
knees.
200 kilograms for Radovan Rak, Slovakia.
Radovan Rak next. He opened at
The bar
140.
is loaded.
He's gone up to 200. I think Radovan was completely raw on his opening attempt, so he's gone up 60 kilos and is going to do an equipped squat. I could be wrong, certainly. I think it was Radovan that was in sleeves on his first one. At any rate, this is 200 kilos. Weight was comfortable. And the referees are happy with the depth. So that's 3 white lights.
Setting the bar now at 220 kilograms.
See how much effort it is to press in against the resistance of the suit and the knee wraps. Here comes Bakirev. Opened at 210. He's gone up to 220.
Alexei Vakilev from Russia, 220 kilograms.
Here comes Bakirev. I can see that Rusnak has indeed scratched. He won't be taking another squat attempt. First, we have the Russian lifter in the 74 kilo class. Sitting in silver medal position right now. This will move him up to gold. Nice depth.
Good lift for Alexei
3 white
Vakilev,
lights.
Russia, 220 kilograms. Setting up the bar now at 225 kilograms. Martin Turek from the Czech Republic.
Zlatan Turek next. He is the only lifter to not yet have a squat on the board.
The bar is loaded for multi.
49 years old, so this is his last year as an M1. He'll move up to the M2s next year. Asked for the squat rack in and the bar to be leveled up. He did have the squat rack in the first time, so that was a platform error. But he's got plenty of time. He's still got 30 seconds. Now that looked better this time. And the referees agree. He's on the board. Everyone has a squat in. Everyone is in the competition.
So we got 230 kilograms on the bar for Jakub Gola, Poland.
Jakub Golak next.
The bar is loaded.
He is in silver medal position. This will take him back up to gold. Good lift.
For Jakub Gola, Poland. Setting up the bar now for Ilya Kolosov.
Kolesov next for 240.
The bar
Currently third placed man in the 83 kilo class. His teammate in the same class is a good 20 kilos up the road from him. But he is under pressure from the Czech lifter, so needs this to be sure of maintaining his bronze medal on the squat. That looked nice. Yep, that pushes his lead out a little bit further.
270 kilograms. The bar is loaded for
Alexander Nikitin from Russia. 270 kilos.
No, the bar is loaded for Alexei Nikitin, Russia.
Oh, that's hard work. And it wasn't deep enough. That's a shame because that was a tough squat for him. That's going to have taken some of his energy. If we watch that back, he keeps his positioning very well, but he just stops at parallel. Puts in a lot of effort to stand up again.
Bar is loaded.
Let's hope he can do that next time around.
Kilograms for Nicola
D'Ambrosio from Italy next for 275. Little bit shaky on the walkout. Looks up for the squat command. Did he make depth? I think it was just in. Yep, referees agree. However, something the centre referee is not happy about. He's telling him to put his thumb around the bar, which... Okay, we have Victor from Ukraine in the 93 kilo class. He's taken a 20 kilo jump from his opener. Oh, he's driving it up, but the bar certainly stalled. Will the referees say that it dipped? One did, but 2-1. It's a good lift. It's a hard thing to judge when the bar comes to a stop. Let's watch it back again. It's a bit shaky into depth. And then the bar stalled and he managed to get it going again. It's not enough that one side dips, the whole bar must dip, but obviously the side referees can only see their side.
The bar is loaded 292.5 kilograms. Massimiliano Buccioni, Italy.
Buccioni coming out for 292.5. He is already certain of the squat gold. I can see the rest of his class have put their third attempts in, and no one is going to touch his opening squat. But he's going to want to build his total. Nice and deep and nice and comfortable. That was a great squat.
Massimiliano Buccioni, good lift, 292.5 kilograms. The same weight remains on the bar for Vaclav Patoka, Czech Republic. The bar is loaded for Vaclav Patoka.
Patoka also coming out for 292.5, but he's in the 93 kilo class. Buccioni was 83 kilos. The next three lifters will all be in the 93 kilo class. This will move Vaclav up to the bronze medal position. Squatted 290 at the Masters in July. Dips into the bottom and gets a good lift. That moves him up now to, oh, I'm sorry, that moves him up to silver. Okay.
Now at 300 kilograms.
Dips in, comes up.
From Ecuador. Coming up next is
So that moved him to silver medal position, but Sanchez is going to want to take that back right now. Looking for 300 kilos.
the bar is loaded. Marcos Sanchez, Ecuador.
Taking a moment to compose himself. Very light in class, 86.45 kilo body weight in the 93 kilo class. Very efficient squat. And it's a good lift.
Good lift for Marcos Sanchez, Ecuador.
That takes the silver medal position back
The bar at
for the moment.
322.5 kilograms for
Next we have
kilograms on the bar.
Sturla Abramson Mayland from Norway for
The bar is
322.5.
loaded for Abrahamsen, Norway.
And this is only his second lift.
322.5 kilos.
Very close to his PB now of 327.5. Bit of a fight. I'm not sure about his lockout.
No uniform
So we
Abrahamsen.
got one red card for depth and a yellow from the other two. So I wonder what that was for.
Going on to the third and last event on squats.
I'm not certain. Did the bar dip at the top?
230 kilograms.
The downward movement of the bar and squat used to be a yellow card,
At 200.
but it's recently changed to a blue card to bring it into line with the other lifts. So I'm not entirely sure what that was. Maybe it was on command. Okay, we are into the round 3 of the squats. This is Radovan Rak from Slovakia. Opened at 140, went up to 200. Now he's looking at 220 kilos. And that looks like a very well judged third attempt to me. Attempt selection on point. Red for depth from the centre, but 2-1 a good lift. It does make me laugh when you see the coaches on the floor. They're trying to see past the spotters to see the depth.
From Russia.
Alexei Bakirev from Russia. He's also in the 74 kilo class. He is in silver medal position. He is assured of that now. Radovan Rak has
Radovan Rak. No lift at 200.
had his lift overturned. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, so this is Bakirev. 222.5. Good lift, and that gives him the silver medal in squat.
At 232.5 kilograms for Alexei Bakirev, Russia. Moving up now, 235 kilograms on the bar for Martin Turek, the Czech Republic.
Martin Turek next from Czechia. Missed his opener, took it again at 225, missed on depth. This is 235. Matches his current PB
Is loaded for Martin Turek, the Czech
in his
Republic.
last international as an M1. Depth look good.
Good lift for Martin
And that's a
Turek,
good lift at 235.
235 kilograms on the board. Picking up the bar now at 240 kilograms for Jakub Golak, Poland. Steady evolution so far, and the bar is loaded for Jakub Golak. Having already 1
Golak
second to
from
go
Poland.
at the weight
guaranteed the gold medal in squat. Couldn't tell the depth from the angle we had there. Let's see what the referees say. And it was a good lift.
We had good lift for
Leaves him with 240 kilos and the lead, crucially. Yeah, that was a nice squat.
Drop the bar now
250 now
for
for Ilya Kolesov.
The bar is loaded, 250 kilograms.
Good lift, 2 to 1.
Good lift for Ilya Kolesov.
And that gives him the bronze medal in squat in the 83s.
We are now at 270 for Alexander Nikitin from Russia. He failed 270 on his second attempt. He's going again for the same weight now at his third
Alexander Nikitin next
crowd. The bar is
for
loaded
270.
for Alexander Nikitin, Russia.
Has the silver medal in squat. He can't catch the first placed man. Didn't quite manage this for his second. But he looks fired up. He's driving it. It's stuck a little bit, but he's gone all the way to the top. What's the verdict? 3 white lights and a good lift. 270 kilos. Yeah, he really had to fight through the sticking point.
290 kilograms.
D'Ambrosio next.
Is loaded. Nicola D'Ambrosio, Italy.
290, taking a 15 kilo jump. Squeezes into depth. He's driving it up. He's locked it out. And he's got it 2 to 1.
Nicola D'Ambrosio, Italy.
Blue card on squat is for lockout or downward movement. I don't think there was downward movement, so we should say that was for lockout.
Now for Vaclav Papoka. The bar is loaded. He comes from the Czech Republic.
Here comes Patoka
300 kilograms.
for 300.
Kilograms on the bar.
This matches Sanchez for the silver medal, but Patoka is heavier, so it won't move him up. Sits back into it, dips in, doesn't look quite as deep as his previous squats. But it was deep enough.
Good lift for
300 kilos and the bronze medal in squat
300 kilograms.
in the 93 kilo class.
Is now loaded, still 300 kilograms on it. For Viktor Cherkasheninov, Ukraine.
Cherkasheninov now is attempting
Viktor
to
Cherkasheninov,
take
Ukraine.
that bronze medal with the same weight. He's a lighter body weight
His
by
breakthrough
about
was
100
third
grams.
at the weight class 93 kilograms.
So he's looking to snatch that bronze medal away from Potoka. Oh, he's struggling to get the weight under control, but there you go, he's done it. He's not looking in good shape at all.
And
Back in
in
the rack.
the loading,
I think that was best for everyone
359
concerned.
kilograms, Viktor
He did
Cherkasheninov.
not seem to be in control of that weight.
Setting the bar now at 302.5
Yeah, he did not
kilograms.
have his balance. I think maybe he just set it
Massimiliano Puccioni,
not quite in the right place on his back,
setting the position so far,
making it hard to control.
running 302.5.
Buccioni,
Bar is loaded.
302.5
Massimiliano Puccioni, Italia.
in the 83 kilo class. Very nice indeed. A good lift and the squat gold medal.
Massimiliano Puccioni, Italia. Setting the bar now at 310 kilograms.
310 next for Marcos Sanchez of Ecuador.
Ecuador. 310 kilograms on the bar. The bar is loaded. Marco Sanchez, Ecuador.
He has the silver medal in squat. That won't change. Lovely. Has looked very impressive throughout.
Good lift for
2 to
Marco
1.
Sanchez, Ecuador.
Good lift.
310 kilograms.
And the silver medal in squat.
Setting up the bar now for the third and last attempt.
One
The
squat left
breakthrough
of
is
this session.
Sturla Abrahamsen.
And that's
And
Sturla
now
Abrahamsen Mayland
scheduled
from Norway.
312.5 kilograms. The bar
He
is
is
loaded.
retaking
Setting now at
322.5.
332.5 kilograms. Myland Abrahamsen.
His opening squat of 315 is good enough to guarantee him the gold medal. Looked easy. What do the referees think?
Good lift
2
for
to 1, that's
Sturla
a good
Abrahamsen,
lift.
Norway.
322.5 kilos and the
322.5
gold
kilograms.
medal in
The
squat.
record.
Well, that's been a great session today. We're going to take a 20-minute break and come back for bench. Welcome back to day 4 of the Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Equipped World Championships from Romania. We have the Combined Youth and Experience Championships, and this session is the Masters 1, 74 kilo and 83 kilo and 93 kilo classes. So we have quite a big group and 3 weight classes to keep track of. Got a great shot there of the new Eleiko bench with the sticky pad to keep your shoulders in position. So here's the rankings so far. Jakub Golek is in first place currently in the 74s, Buccioni in the 83s, and Abrahamson Mayland in the 93s. We're about to start the bench press. Jakub Golak of Poland is going to lead us out with 110 kilos.
Weight class, Masters 1, beginning with Jakub Golak from Poland and 110 kilograms.
Benching on the phenomenal new Eleiko rack. With that great patch there. It's not a cover, it's made of solid material, so it will never wear out, and that will keep your shoulders absolutely solid and not sliding anywhere.
For Jakub Golak.
And the bar is loaded. Here comes Jakub Golak.
Jakub Golak, Poland, 110
Taking
kilograms.
110
Here we go.
for his opener. Nice, comfortable opening attempt.
Jakub Golak to 110 kilograms. Moving on, 137.5 kilograms on the bench. Trying Radovan
Having a good day.
from Slovakia.
He's 4 for 4 at the moment. Here's Radovan Rak. Looking for 137.5.
Radovan Vrak, Slovakia, 137.5 kilograms.
Gets the start command. A little bit of lateral movement through the body as he pressed it out, but that was a good lift.
Slovakia. Moving on to Ilya Kolesov from Russia, 150 kilograms on the bar.
Kolesov next in the 83s. He has asked for 150 for his opener.
The bar is loaded. Ilya Kolesov, Russia.
Took the bronze medal on squat. Easy touch, easy press. Nice opener.
Good lift for Ilya Kolesov, Russia, 150 kilograms.
D'Ambrosio next
Setting up
for
the bar
160.
for Nicola D'Ambrosio, Italy. 160 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
He's in the 93 kilo class. Little bit of effort,
Good
but
lift
nothing
for
to worry about there.
Chelsea.
Good
1
lift for
second.
Nicola. Managed to keep his butt
Bar
down.
for Alexander
The
Nikitin,
bum, the shoulders, and the head
170
must stay in
kilograms.
contact with the bench.
The bar is loaded.
Alexander Nikitin, also in the 83s for 170. Very nice.
Good lift for Alexander Nikitin. Setting up the bar for Marcel Rusnak, Slovakia. 172.5 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Marcel Rusnak next for 172 kilos. Oh, had a bit of trouble locking that out. Excuse me. So what do we think of that? Yes.
New
So
record for Slovakia.
the bar certainly stalled. If we watch back the replay there, yeah, you can see it dip.
For
So he will need to take that
Powerlifting,
again.
Russia. 175 kilograms on the bar.
Bakirev,
The bar is loaded.
the final lifter to come out in the 74s for 175 kilos. He's just explaining exactly where he wants the bar. There's a big trend in classic lifting at the moment to self-unrack, but you don't really see that very often at all in equipped lifting. Looked good to me, and the referees agree.
Good lift.
That gives him a
175.
huge lead on bench press in the
We move up
74s.
to 177.5 kilograms. The bar
This
is
is
loaded.
Buccioni leading the way
From
on
Italy,
squat,
the bar is loaded. 177.5
coming out for
kilograms.
177.5. Doesn't really need all that chalk in his back given that he's on the new Leica rack, but it's a hard habit to break, and it certainly does you no harm. That looked very comfortable.
Good lift for Massimiliano Guidoni, Italy.
Kept his chest up.
Setting up the bar now for Martin Turek from the Czech Republic. 185 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Turek from Czechia for 185 kilos. Took the bronze on squat. This will push him right to the top of the table in the 83s on bench. Little bit of effort at lockout, but it came off the chest nice and fast. And that's a good lift. I think that moves him up to third place overall at subtotal. And gold in the bench
Marcos
at the
Sanchez from
moment.
Ecuador, 195 kilograms.
Okay, we have 4 lifters now in a row coming out in the 93 kilo class. First up, Marcos Sanchez from Ecuador for 195. Struggled a little bit to overcome the resistance of the shirt, and he can't lock it out. I wonder if it's just a little bit offline.
Marcos Sanchez, Ecuador,
At any rate, he will need to take that again.
no lift
See, the
for
last
Marcos Sanchez.
inch gave him trouble, and maybe he just touched down in the
Moving
wrong
on to
place.
Václav Patoka from the Czech Republic. The bar is loaded 205
205,
kilograms.
Patoka. We have a 4-man spot now that we have more than 200 kilos on the bar. And that's a good lift. Of course, if an equipped bench goes offline, it can go very far offline very quickly. So best to have enough spotters there to catch it. And that was a good lift.
Czech Republic, 205 kilograms.
Sterler next
Stepping up the bar now at 230 kilograms for
for
no lift,
230 kilos.
The bar is loaded for Clement Abrahamsen, Norway.
Gets the touch. Hard to see from this angle whether he locked it out.
And good lift for
2 of the 3 referees think that he did,
230
and 2
kilograms.
is good enough. Those purple super
At
katanas look great.
230 kilograms from Ukraine,
Almost worth buying a
Viktor
new shirt just to get a purple one.
The bar
So,
is loaded
final
for Viktor
bench press in round 1
Hungary.
is 230 again. Cherkasheninov from Russia.
Aspiring to a gold medal.
He is lighter than the Norwegian, so pressing the same weight will give him the advantage. That was a bit messy. I don't think he will get that. Yeah.
Moving on to the second period of athletics
He looked
for bench press.
It looked very heavy in the hands. He
21
didn't
kilos.
seem to
Next,
have that at all. His butt was off the bench.
125 kilograms on the bar.
But he gets another go at that. Maybe they can adjust the shirt, come back out, get it on his second attempt. His Golak, he's only got up 2.5 kilos, which is somewhat unusual. I don't remember his opener being so
Bar is
difficult.
loaded for Jakubova.
Sometimes you see this, sometimes you see a 2.5 kilo increment because the coach didn't get the attempts in time. And if you time out, you only have 60 seconds from the calling of the result, good lift or no lift, to get your next attempt in. And if you don't make it in that time, you will be given a 2.5 kilo increment. At any rate, we've got 112 on the bar, 112 and a half. Well, it wasn't super easy. Interested to see what he puts on
Irina
next.
Jakubova. 112 and 5. On up next, Radovan Rak, Slovakia. 145 kilograms on the bar.
Radovan Rak for 145.
The bar is loaded for Radovan Rak, Slovakia.
Gone up 7.5 kilos from his opener. And that's a bit of a fight, but I think he fought it through.
Good defense for
And he
Radovan Rak.
did. Yes, he's happy with that.
145 kilograms.
That puts him in silver medal position for the moment.
60 kilograms. Ilya
But I
Kolesov.
wonder how much he's got left in the tank there.
The bar is loaded for Ilya Kolesov.
Kulesov next with 160. Yeah, it looked easy.
Good lift
Stuck a
for
little bit
Ilya
on the
Kolesov.
ascent.
160.
He was wincing a little as he walked away. But I think it's reasonable to say it's tiring just being in a shirt even before you start to lift the weight.
For Nicola D'Ambrosio, Italy.
D'Ambrosio next for 165.
The bar is loaded. Nicola D'Ambrosio.
Looked like he lost it. Yeah, he lost that on the descent. If we watch that back on the replay, you can see he gets the bar most of the way to his chest, and then it just goes offline and drops it on himself, really.
From Slovakia.
There it goes. He's offline. There's no way he's going to be able to do anything with that.
2.5 at his first attempt and failed. Now let's move on.
Okay, we have
The bar
Rusnak.
is loaded.
Missed this weight. Oh, he missed 172 and a half for his opener. It's gone up to 175. Let's hope that extra 2.5 makes all the difference. Here we go. Did he lock his right arm?
And we have no
Okay,
movement
so
on
we have
Rusnak.
one blue card for, or
175.
potentially lockout, potentially downward movement. I didn't see any downward movement,
The same weight,
so
175
maybe
kilograms
it
for
was lockout. I'm not sure
Dmitry
about the
Rusnak.
yellow card. At any rate, it is a no
The
lift.
bar is loaded for Alexander
Same weight
Nikitin.
now for Nikitin.
Good lift for Alexander
3
56
white lights
kilograms.
and a good lift.
Good lift at 175 kilograms. Setting the bar now at 185 kilograms for Alexei Batiev, Russia.
He was wearing the Oni bench shirt. You don't see many of those, to be honest. Most lifters have the katana or the super katana. Bakirov for 185. Huge lead on bench press in the 74s.
The bar is loaded.
Yeah, nice. That looked comfortable for him.
And we have a good lift. Good lift for Batiev, Russia.
That's given him, he took the silver medal in squat, but that huge bench has given him quite the lead at subtotal.
The bar is loaded 185.
Buccioni, 185.
Stefano Puccioni, Italia.
This will move him up to gold medal position, as he's lighter than the Czech lifter by almost a kilo. There we go.
Good lift for Massimiliano Puccioni, Italy.
So that has moved him up to gold medal position for the moment, but the Czech still has his second lift
Marcos
to
Sanchez is
reply.
starting for 195 kilograms.
Okay, Marcos Sanchez
The same amount
has not got a bench on
the
the
bar
board
is
yet,
loaded for Marcos Sanchez, Ecuador.
retaking 195. Oh, he can't quite. Took him a moment to get the touch. How do we think that was? He's got one red card for, one blue card for lockout. You can see he was really struggling. He gets on the chest, it drifts off, but he brings it back.
For
But that was a good lift.
He's coming from the Czech Republic.
So he is on the board.
The bar
Now here
is
is
loaded
Turek. He's
for
looking to
100.
take back the gold medal position in bench press from the Italian lifter, Buccioni. Oh, I don't think he can quite lock it out. That was so close.
Good lift for Turek.
So that leaves him in silver medal position on the bench press and third overall for the moment.
212.5 kilograms. Vaclav Patočka from the Czech Republic.
I always think it's interesting when you see people wearing knee sleeves on the bench. I can't get into position or get my feet down if I've got my knee sleeves on the bench. But here's Patoka for 212.5 in the 93 kilo class. Doesn't move up his position in the bench press, but I think it will move him his overall position up. If he can get it to lock out, he has locked it out. He was moving around a little bit on the bench. Hopefully nothing came up. It did not. So that's a good lift for Patoka.
He weighs 212.5 kilograms. Setting up the bar now at 230 kilograms.
And that has indeed moved him up to second place overall.
Ukraine, the bar is loaded for Viktor Cherkasheninov.
Cherkasheninov from Ukraine, looking to get on the board with 230. He will go from absolutely nowhere to gold medal position in bench if he can make this lift. He's struggling to control the weight. I would not like to call that. 2-1, a good lift. He's on the board. He's up to gold medal position on bench. He really struggled controlling the weight all the way down, but he got it to his chest. He kept his butt down and he got it to lock out. So fair play.
Norway. Big fight for the gold medal at the weight class 93 kilograms.
So Abrahamson Mayland looking to take back the gold medal position in bench press. He opened at 230. He's gone up to 235. And he's had a bit of a battle. I am not certain that he locked out his right arm. And the referees weren't certain either. Little bit too heavy. Just couldn't quite take it to lock out. So that leaves him in silver medal position, but he's got quite a lead in the overall.
Series of attempts. Until then, the bar is getting set for.
Here are the standings as we go into the third round of bench press.
We're having 125 kilograms on the bar for Jakub Golak.
Jakub Golak is going to kick us off with 125. Yeah, he went 110, 112 and a half, and now 125. So I am tempted to think that he did time out on getting his second attempt in, and that's why he only had a 2.5 kilo increment. Could be completely wrong. No, not quite today. That leaves him with the best of 112 and a half and the bronze medal in bench press.
Setting the bar now. The bar is loaded already for Radovan.
150 now for Radovan Rak.
150 kilograms.
Also in the 74s.
Radovan Rak.
And he gave it a good try, but it just was not going. So that leaves him with the best of 145 and the silver medal on bench.
The bar now for Ilya Kolesov, Russia.
Ilya Kolesov
bar
next
is loaded.
in the 83s,
Ilya
looking
Kolesov.
for 165. No drama at all.
And we have
2-1. That was a
2-2
little bit of
Ilya
drama.
Kolesov. Russia.
Got one red light.
Setting up the bar now at 165
D'Ambrosio
kilograms.
now. He missed this on his last try.
For Nicola D'Ambrosio,
Going to take another
from
go
Italy.
at 165.
The bar is loaded for Nicola D'Ambrosio.
The clock isn't ticking, but I
Nicola
believe the
D'Ambrosio
bar is
now.
loaded.
The bar is loaded.
Okay, so if he's not going to come out, yeah, the clock is going now, which is good. So it looks like he is going to run the clock. So this is a good opportunity to thank Eleiko, manufacturers of the best platform equipment in the world, a really good example of which we can see right in front of us. They have provided all the equipment you can see here today, the combo rack, the bar, the plates, and the platform. And also SBD, the supportive equipment and apparel manufacturer
The
relied
bar
on
is
by
loaded for
world-class
Nicola
strength
D'Ambrosio.
athletes, and including the Platform Cruise t-shirts today.
20 seconds to go.
So it looks like Nicola D'Ambrosio has declined to take a third attempt at bench, and he is left with a best of 160 kilos. Don't forget you can follow the online score sheet at goodlift.info,
And the
and you
ball
can
is
check out
loaded.
the lifting history and results of all our
The
lifters
ball
at
is loaded.
openipf.org. And if you miss any of the sessions, you can watch them back on the IPF YouTube channel. So that was no lift for Nicola D'Ambrosio.
Setting the bar now
And
at
we
160
now have
kilograms.
Marcel
The
Rusnak
bar is loaded.
coming out for his third bench with
Rusnak
nothing on the
coming out.
board. This is not an unusual situation to
225
be
kilograms.
in equipped lifting. Equipped bench is a tricksy discipline at best. He's got a touch. I think he's got it to lock out.
Marcel Rusnak. And we have good luck
2-1. He's
for
got it. He's
Marcel
on the
Rusnak.
board. And you can
275
see
kilograms.
him puffing his cheeks out and sighing and shaking his head. That was more stress than he really wanted. But he got it. He's not only on the board, he is in
Second
bronze
attempt.
medal
The
position
bar is
on
loaded.
bench press. We now have Alexander Nikitin from Russia. He has asked for 180. He lists his PB as 165, and he has already pressed 175.
For
So
Dimitri
that's a 10
Rusnak.
kilo PB already. And he's looking for
2
another 5
kilograms
kilos
to lift
and to take back that
the
bronze
bar.
medal position from Rusnak.
Alexander Nikitin, Russia. Fighting for bronze medal.
And if you can just get that to lock out, I think that is a good lift.
The bronze goes to
Good
Russia.
lift.
Good
And
lift
that's just
for
got him the
Nikitin.
bronze medal in bench press. That can't be taken away from him now.
190 now on the bar.
And he is sitting
Nicola
in
D'Ambrosio.
second place overall. And he has a
190 kilograms on the
decent
bar.
lead by the look of it,
The
over
bar
third
is
and fourth
loaded.
place. Here's Massimiliano Buccioni
Fighting for
from
silver.
Italy. He took the gold medal in squat. Currently in Gold medal position in bench. But we still have Chirek to bench. So Buccioni will do what he can. And then he'll have to wait and see what the Czech lifter does. Here we go. 190. Oh, do you know, the bar has dipped. Yeah, it just wouldn't quite go. So that leaves him with the best of 185. He is still in gold medal position for the moment in bench press. Just fought it to a standstill. Could not get it any further. Bakirev in the 74 kilo class, benching more than most of the 83s. He's explaining that he wants his bar a long way over. Of course, it's worth telling the handoff man exactly what you want. But arguably, it's also worth not having such a precious setup that you need to rely on someone else to deliver the bar in a very specific place. At any rate, oh, he can't quite lock his right arm, and what a shame. I really thought he had that. It was coming up very well. At any rate, he's a very strong bencher. It left him with the best of 185 and the gold medal. Yeah, just could not get that any further. So now we're back to the 83 kilo class. Martin Chirek would like to take the gold medal from Buccioni.
Martin Turek from the Czech Republic. 200 kilograms and fighting for a gold medal.
Missed this on his second. This will bring him level for third. And that looked better. Hard to say from that angle whether he locked it out. He did not. No lift. That leaves him with the best of 185 and the silver in on bench. We still have 3 lifters to go from the 93 kilo class. Firstly, Václav Patoka from Czechia for 215. He has the bronze medal, that won't change. Here we go, 215 on the bar. No, it's not going. Well, I think it's actually got it to lock out, which I'm surprised by. But I wonder if we'll see blue cards. Blue cards, yellow cards, maybe we'll see something else from the side view. Hard to say from the angle we're looking at. Maybe the butt came up. At any rate, that was no lift, left him with the best of 212 kilos and the bronze medal on bench. So this is the Norwegian lifter now, Sturla, for 235, having failed this on his second attempt. He's sitting in silver medal position. This will move him up to gold, but we still have the Ukrainian to lift. It's going. No, again, he just can't lock it out. Leaves him with the best of 230. So he didn't leave much on the platform there. And the silver medal on bench. He took the gold in squat. And I think he's going to have quite a hefty lead at subtotal. But we still have one bench left to go. And that's Viktor Cherkasheninov from Ukraine. Already has the gold medal with 230. He really struggled under the weight, though it never really looked stable. So let's see how this one goes. He has the bar. He gets the command. No. No, went offline. As soon as the weight got behind his wrist, it went over the top and he could not bring that back. So that's no lift for Cherkasheninov. Left him with the best of 230 kilos and the gold medal on bench. Some exciting lifting there, as equipped benching often is. We're going to take a 20-minute break now, and we will see you back here for deadlift. Welcome back to the combined sub-junior, junior and masters equipped world championships. We're here in Romania and we have the Masters 1 men lifting at the moment, the 74, 83 and 93 kilo classes. We're through to deadlifts now, and we would like to thank our sponsors, Eleiko, manufacturers of the best platform equipment in the world, and SBD, supportive equipment and apparel manufacturers relied upon by world-class strength athletes. My name's Jo Whiteley. It's been my pleasure to be bringing these championships to you all week. This is day 4, the second session of 3, and we are here for another 2 days. This runs all the way through till Saturday. We've got another session to come this afternoon, which is the sub-junior 63 and 69 kilo classes and the junior 63 and 69 kilo classes. I think the sub-junior ladies have been putting on quite a show so far, so I'm really looking forward to that session. But first we have the deadlifts for the M1 men. Radovan Rak from Slovakia is going to lead us out with his opening attempt of 175 kilos. 3 red plates.
The bar is loaded.
And the bars loaded for Radovan. He took the bronze medal on squat and the silver on bench. He's in the 74 kilo class. Made light work of that. Deadlifting conventional, which is less common in equipped lifting as you don't get as much out of the suit. Lifting conventional. Conventional is where the hands are outside the feet. Sumo. And now I've said that it's not very common. We have another lifter lifting conventional, but he's not wearing a suit. This is Marcel Rusnak, and he is deadlifting completely raw. In the equipped championships, the equipment, deadlift suit, squat suit, knee wraps, bench shirt, is permissible, but not required. Terek next. We're rattling through these deadlifts. Here comes Martin Terek for 195. Oh, that wasn't super easy for an opener. Gave him a bit of effort and he's dropped his belt. But it's a good lift. Seemed to just struggle a bit in the transition from the initial pull to lockout.
The bar is loaded.
Next up, this is Jakub Golak from Poland. He took the gold medal in squat, bronze in bench, and he's just pulled a nice 210 deadlift for his opener.
On the bar for Alexei Bakilev.
The third lifter in the 74 kilo class is Alexei Bakirev, and he is coming out for the same weight, 210.
For Alexei Bakilev.
Took the gold with a very impressive 185 bench.
The bar is loaded.
And I think that's what's going to carry the day if he gets his deadlift in. I think that huge bench has pushed him way out into the lead in the overall competition. Slow and steady. Wins the day. So that's 210 kilos for Bakirev. which gives him,
Setting up the bar for
oh
victory.
wow, nearly 50 kilos lead
Ukraine. The bar is
in
loaded
the
at
overall
65
position, so
kilos
he's going to be
and weight
really
of
hard to catch now.
220 kilograms.
Cherkasheninov next for 220. He's in the 93 kilo class. Took the gold in bench. Often big benchers are not big deadlifters.
Viktor Cherkasheninov, Ukraine.
And this is where powerlifting suits all manner of people and is a game of three parts, because someone who is very well set up to squat or bench may not be very well set up to deadlift. But that was a good lift. Ilya Kolesov next from Russia, coming out for 225. 4 red plates and just a little under 500 pounds. No problems there.
Good lift for
3 white
Ilya
lights.
Kolesov, Russia. Setting up the bar now at 245 kilograms. The bar is loaded.
Vaclav Pertoka out next from Czechia.
Vaclav Papežka, coming from the Czech Republic.
245 on the bar. Looked comfortable.
Good lift for Vaclav Papežka, the Czech Republic. Setting up the bar at
Back to the
245
83 kilo class for Alexander Nikitin from Russia.
Russia. The bar is loaded for Alexander Nikitin.
250. Oh, that looked tough.
Good lift for Alexander
But it's a
Nikitin.
good lift.
The same weight on the bar for Nicola D'Ambrosio, Italy. The bar is loaded.
And we have the same weight now for Nicola D'Ambrosio from Italy. Look good.
Good lift for Nicola D'Ambrosio, 250 kilograms. Setting up the bar at 265 kilograms.
And now we have another Italian, Massimiliano Buccioni. He's in the 83 kilo class and he's coming out for 265 for his opener.
The bar is loaded, 265 kilograms. Massimiliano Buccioni.
He has set the pace in this class, taking the gold in both squat and bench. And now he has the highest opener on deadlift. So this will give him really an unsurmountable lead. But first he has to make the lift. And there it is. Very nice indeed.
Good lift for Massimiliano Buccioni. The same weight on the bar for Myland Abrahamsen, Norway.
That gives him now over 40 kilo lead in the overall competition, so that's going to be, it's going to be really hard to catch. Not impossible, of course. Abrahamsen Mayland next from Norway, opening at 265. There we go, comfortable lift. He is on the board.
Abrahamsen, Norway. Setting up the bar at 270 kilograms.
And the last lifter to come out for his opener is Marcos Sanchez.
Is loaded.
And he's coming out for 270, which matches his current PB. That's a brave thing to do on the international stage. But here we go. Paid off. Everyone got their opener in, which is fantastic. We have not left anyone behind in this session. No bombers. And that puts Sanchez up into second place. But he's really going to have to defend hard against the Czech and the Ukrainian lifter. They're all bunched up in second, third and fourth. As we go round now to round 2 of the deadlift, this is the standings so far. Radovan Rek is going to lead us out with 177.5. Or maybe he isn't. Again, 2.5 kilo increase. So either he just put the weight in and didn't intend to come out for it, or he was given a standard increment again.
Slovakia. 177.5 kilograms on the bar.
20 seconds to go. He's not going to come out for it. He is currently in third place overall and third place in deadlift. He took the silver in bench. And that's no lift for him. And we turn our attention to Marcel Rusnak from Slovakia, who has asked for 190 kilos. Good lift at 190. Next up, Martin Chirek in the same class. This is the 83s in his last year as an M1. Sitting in fourth place overall, he has 30 kilos to make up to the Russian sitting in third, so that will be a difficult ask. Struggling to get to lockout. What will the referees think of that? 2-1, a good lift.
We have a good lift for
We
Vladimir
have one blue card for supporting. In deadlift, the blue card could be for downward movement of the bar or for supporting on the thighs. I think in this case it may have been for supporting. 74 kilo class, Jakub Golak.
Jakub
210,
Golak, Poland.
222.5. Both lifters, both remaining lifters in the 74
kilograms.
kilo class are calling for the same weight. They both opened at 210. They've both gone to 222.5. Golak is the heavier of the two,
The
so
bar
the
is
lighter
loaded
lifter
now for
wins the
Jakub
day.
Golak, Poland.
But here we go. They both have to pull the weight. So here's Golak for 222.5. Okay, look good.
Good lift for Jakub Golak, Poland. The same weight on the bar for Alexei Bakirev,
So
Poland.
here comes Alexei Bakirev to respond with the same weight. As the lighter lifter, he will take the gold medal position. He struggled to break that from the floor, but once it got moving, it went all the way.
Good lift at 230
So he regains the
kilograms
gold medal
for
position.
Alexei.
Really had a lot of difficulty breaking from the floor, which is characteristic of the sumo deadlift,
Stepping up the bar now at
but that did look very heavy.
232.5 kilograms for Viktor
So Viktor
Cherkashenov.
Cherkashenov, next from Ukraine,
Coming from Ukraine, Viktor Cherkashenov.
237.5. He has gone up
237
17.5
kilograms. The
kilos.
bar is loaded.
Oh, and I think this will move him up to third overall. He struggled a little bit as it passed the knee, and then it looked like his grip went.
237.5. So we have at
It
240
came off the floor very well, but at that transition point, he struggled a little bit, and then his right hand just let go.
240 kilograms on the
He
bar.
gets another attempt at that.
Ilya Kolesov.
Kolesov next, 83 kilos. That's the 83 kilo class. He's coming out for 240.
The bar is loaded for Ilya Kolesov.
Moves well.
Good lift for Ilya Kolesov, Russia.
Very nice.
Stepping up the bar now at 255 kilograms. Vaclav Pakochka from the Czech Republic is about to try. The bar is loaded. Vaclav Pakochka.
I can see some interesting third attempts lining up. But we still have a few lifts to go in the second round. So this is Patoka with 255. This will move him into the bronze medal position in deadlift. He is sitting in third overall. Hips rise a bit early, but he doesn't have any trouble taking that all the way to lockout.
And we have good lift for Vaclav Pakochka, the Czech Republic. Good lift.
Sits a long way into it, so his hips do come up before he starts to pull. We have some confusion about who's coming out. Patoka has been. So it should be. There we go. Alexander Nikitin next.
Alexei Nikitin. Alexander Nikitin, 260 kilograms on the bar.
260 on the bar for the second placed man in the 83 kilo class. Alexander Nikitin from Russia. You only have to take your eye off the ball for a split second, and it's difficult to know where you are in the competition. But we're all sorted out. This is Alexander Nikitin, 260 on the bar. He is sitting in silver medal place, and oh, that is a battle. I think his grip was going, he couldn't quite get that through.
And we have no hit for Alexander Nikitin, 260
Comes off the
kilograms.
floor,
The same weight
pulls it
for
past the knees, and I
Mr.
think his left hand was going.
The bar
It's
is low
impossible
beat.
to exert any
Nicola
force
D'Ambrosio,
once your grip is going.
Italy.
Nicola D'Ambrosio from Italy, 260. This will move him up to bronze medal position for deadlift. Good lift.
For Nicola D'Ambrosio, Italy.
So that gives him third in deadlift for the moment.
Sanchez, Ecuador, 280 kilograms.
Sanchez next for 280. Sanchez is in gold medal position in deadlift. He's in second place overall. He is unlikely to be able to catch the Norwegian for the World Championship title. But a gold medal in deadlift is certainly worth having. So here we go. Bar is loaded with 280 kilos.
Sanchez, Ecuador.
Looks good.
And good lift for Marco Sanchez, Ecuador.
2-1.
280
If we watch this back, I think on the right hand side you might see his left knee is a tiny bit unlocked. So I think that's why he got a red card from the referee on that side. Here's Buccioni.
The bar is loaded for Massimiliano Buccioni, Italy.
Unassailable in first place. Great lift.
Good lift for Massimiliano Buccioni, Italia. 282.5 kilograms, setting up the bar at 285 kilos for the man.
And now we have 285 kilos for Abrahamsen Mayland from Norway.
The bar is loaded, Mayer Abrahamsen, Norway.
Has led the pack all the way through the competition. Very businesslike.
Good lift for Ryan Abrahamsen,
And a good
285
lift.
kilos. Starting the final attempt at the deadlift with mark
And here we
220,
go, right up at the pointy end of the competition. These are the standings so far.
70 kilograms.
Bakirov leading the way in the 74 kilo class, Buccioni at top of the table in the 83s, and Abrahamson Mayland is leading the way in the 93 kilo class. We're right up at the pointy end of the competition now. This is where we crown our world champions and decide all the medals. I can hear the vacuum cleaner in action. We're just trying to get all the dust, all the chalk, all the talc off the platform,
Mark
give the
38
lifters the
for
best
Bakirov.
chance they possibly can have. And that's not happening for Marcel Rusnak.
Final lift
Leaves him with the best of
170
190
for Marcel Rusnak.
and a total of 525.
210 kilograms for Radovan Rak.
So we have quite a big jump now for Radovan Rak. We've seen some odd attempt selections. He did not come out for his
Final lift loading
177.5.
210 kilograms for
Here
Radovan
he is
Rak.
for 210. Oh, it went so quickly there, and he's no, I don't think that's going to pass. No.
No lift for Radovan
He
Rak.
supported it on his thighs and then he leant back with, you see, it just grinds to a halt. He leans
Every
backwards in an
participant
attempt to get it
must
going, unlocks his
let
knees.
go from
So he's
bar.
supporting and his knees are unlocked at the top as well. So that's no lift for him. Leaves him with the best of 175 and the bronze medal in deadlift and overall. 235 now for Golak. This will put him in. He's battled backwards and forwards with Bakirov all the way through. They took the same opener, the same second attempt, and they're both taking 235 for the third. So if Golak gets this, Bakirov will have to reply. It's kind of going, not quite, just could not get it all the way.
No lift and it is no
So
lift
he'll have to be happy
for
with a silver medal.
Golak.
Leaves him with a best of 222.5 and a total of 575.
Next on the bar
Silver medal in deadlift, silver
for
medal overall.
Alexei Bakirev from Russia.
And here's Bakirov.
Deadlift, he goes home with the gold medal.
He's under no pressure now as Golak failed his
Alexei
deadlift.
Bakirev, Russia.
So he's already got the
Final
deadlift
gold.
gold and the overall
West
world
African
championship title.
Masters 1.
But he's still going to come out for 235. Because why not? No, it wasn't going anywhere.
No lift for Alexei Bakirev.
He knew he'd already won. He didn't need it. Sometimes it's hard to bring the intensity when you don't really need the lift.
Martin Turek coming up next.
At any rate, that leaves him with the best of 222.5 and a total of 630 and the World Championship title.
Martin Turek, the
Here's
second
Turek.
coming.
This is a big increase. He's asked for 237.5.
50 seconds to go.
His second attempt was 205. This is an attempt to take the deadlift bronze medal. Or maybe he's not going to come out for it. I can't see any sign of him, so
Less than 30
presumably
seconds to
he's
go
not going to come out for it.
for Martin Turek.
That leaves him with best of 205 on the deadlift and a total of 625. Actually, I think that would have moved him up to the overall bronze medal. However, he's declined to come out and have a go at it. It was a big ask, really, to add 32.5 kilos to his second attempt.
10-5 for the Czech Republic.
So he's now timed out.
Setting up
We
the bar
have
now
Viktor
for female
Cherkasheninov
category,
next.
245 kilograms.
He
The
failed
Serbian
237.5.
Kashino.
So now he's going to try 247.5.
He fails to have the 30-second close back on the second attempt. Now goes for 247.5.
Which will
Viktor
give him
Cherkashenov.
the overall
Viktor
bronze.
Cherkashenov, Ukraine.
Nope, not moving
And
today.
bronze
Leaves him with the best of
for
220.
Viktor Cherkashenov.
Just stuck to the floor.
Setting up the bar now for Ilya Kolesov
He
from
took
Russia. The
the
bar
gold
is
in
loaded at
the
250
bench press,
kilograms.
but overall fourth place. Here's Ilya Kolesov from Russia. This
Ilya Kolesov,
is
Russia.
his overall bronze medal is safe. No one can take that from him. He is trying to move up to a silver medal position in deadlift. And that looked nice.
Ilya Kolesov, good
So
luck
that's
and best
250
wishes for the bronze
provisionally
medal.
for the moment up into second place in deadlift. And he is secure in the bronze medal in the
Bar
overall.
category at 260
So
kilograms.
here's Alexander Nikitin. He
Gold
would
medal
like to take
for
that medal
Turkey.
back, that silver medal. He has the silver overall. But Kolesov just took away his deadlift silver and he's going to want that back.
Alexander Nikitin,
Teammates maybe, but there's
for
certainly
silver,
some rivalry there.
head to head with Kolesov.
It's a valiant effort, but I'm not sure what the referees think.
And the
No,
gold
supporting.
for Nikitin Alexander.
That leaves him with a best lift of
Second attempt,
250.
silver to
If
Kolesov.
we just watch that back, he gets to the sticking point and you can see him just try and
On
bump it
second
up with
attempt,
his leg,
Bartka Patočka
and that's not allowed.
from the Czech Republic.
But he took the bronze medal in deadlift with 250 and the overall silver with a 700 total. Here's Vaclav Patoka from Czechia for 265. Would like to take the deadlift bronze. I don't think anyone can catch him in the overall bronze.
Vaclav Patočka, the Czech Republic.
But we've still got a little bit of a tussle on our hands for the deadlift medals. And I think he's got it. Let's just check the verdict. 3 white lights and a good lift at 265. So provisionally, that gives him the deadlift medal and the overall medal. However, we have D'Ambrosio coming out to take that back. Here he is. He is coming out for 267.5. It's a little bit above his current PB, but he would very much like to go home from what I think is his first international with a medal in deadlift. Here we go. And I think he's got it.
Good lift and
3 white lights, a good
point
lift.
for victory.
And he's delighted. He's
Good upper
going home
body
with a deadlift medal.
Sanchez from
Brilliant.
Ecuador, already having secured
So
one
he's guaranteed that he's not going to lose that now.
85 kilograms for
We
Brazilian
have
champion.
Marcos Sanchez from Ecuador. Can't catch the Norwegian in the overall, but he
Marcos
can
Sanchez,
catch him in the deadlift.
285 kilograms.
He's the lighter lifter, only 86.45 kilos in the 93 kilo class. So if he can pull 285 and match the Norwegian's second pull, then he will at least temporarily move into gold medal position in the deadlift. It's moving well, and he's locked it out.
Good lift for Marcos Sanchez.
3 white lights, and he has moved up to the top step of the podium for the deadlift medals. Okay. Buccioni.
287.5.
Ah, no, we have, there was a slight typo on the score sheet there. It's actually Sturla Abrahamsen Mæland from
290
Norway.
kilograms for Mæland.
Absolutely assured of the world title now. He is the M1 93 kilo world champion. He is coming out for 287.5 in response to Sanchez taking the deadlift gold.
287.5 kilograms. Weight class 93 kilograms. A happy fight on the end, just as we like it. The ball is moving for Mæland.
The graphic isn't correct there. This is Abrahamsen Mæland.
287.5 kilograms.
287.5 on the bar. He has the overall gold. This is for the deadlift gold. What do the referees think? He thinks he's got it, and they agree. That is all the gold medals for him.
Abrahamsen, 287.5
Gold in deadlift, gold overall,
change. We have a new change
and the M1 93 kilo world champion.
for Massimiliano Buccioni, Italy.
1 pull left, and that's for Massimiliano Buccioni from Italy. He already has the overall gold medal. He already has the deadlift gold medal. It's not going to stop him putting 12.5 kilos on his second attempt and coming out for 295.
The bar is loading
Here he comes.
285 kilograms for Massimiliano Buccioni.
Last lift of this session. And he just couldn't hold on to it. That leaves him with the best of 282.5 and a total of 770 kilos, the gold medal in deadlift, and the World Championship title. What a brilliant session. We have the medal ceremony coming up next. Please do stay tuned for that. And the action isn't over for today. The next session has been moved, so it's in 3/4 of an hour. That will be 5:30 local time. So please do join us for that. That'll be the sub-junior ladies in the 63 and 69 kilo class. And I hope to see you back here then.
congratulations to all our lifters from men, sub-junior and junior, 83 to 93 kilograms. Sorry, man, masters 159 to 93 kilograms are being awarded with a participation medal. And then we start our trips to the podium. Congratulations, lifters. And starting 74 kilograms masters 1 squats. From Slovakia on the third place comes Radovan Rak. Russia gets the silver, Alexei Bakilev. And the gold medal goes to Poland, Jakub Gorak. Thank you. Moving on to bench press, the third place goes to Poland, Jakub Gorak. Radovan from Slovakia comes second. And Alexei Bakilev from Russia takes the gold. Great job, lifters. Thank you. Moving on to deadlift, the third place goes to Slovakia, Radovan Rak. Poland gets the second place, Jakub Gorak. And from Russia, Alexei Bakilev on the first place and getting the gold. Thanks a lot. Heading for totals. Nothing changes there. On the third place goes Radovan Rak, Slovakia. Silver goes to Poland, Jakub Gorak. And the golden medal goes to Russia, Alexei Bakilev. Let us rise for the national anthem of Russia. Well done, Alexei Bakilev. Congratulations, Russia. Moving on. Moving on to 83 kilograms masters 1 squats. Russia takes the third place, Ilya Kolesov. Bronze. Also Russia on the second place. the silver. And the gold medal heads for Italy, Massimiliano Buccioni. Thank you very much, lifters. Moving on to bench press, the third place goes to Russia, Alexander Mikivin. Silver goes to the Czech Republic, Martin Tudek. And the gold goes in Italy, Massimiliano Buccioni. Thank you. Moving on, deadlift from Russia, Alexander Mikivin on the third place. Silver goes to Ilya Kolesov, Russia. And another gold medal to Italy, Massimiliano Buccioni. And heading for totals. Not much changes. From the third place goes Ilya Kolesov. A little bit of a check movement. Second place goes to Russia, Alexander Mikivin. And the gold goes in Italy, Massimiliano Buccioni. Please stand for Italy's national anthem. Great job, Massimiliano Buccioni. Congratulations, Team Italy. Moving on, 93 kilograms Masters 1 squats from the Czech Republic, Václav Patoka takes the third place. Marcos Sanchez from Ecuador goes second. And the gold goes to Sturla Mæland Abrahamsen from Norway. Thank you very much. Moving on to bench press, on the third place from the Czech Republic, Václav Patoka. The silver goes to Norway, Sturla Mæland Abrahamsen. goes to Viktor Cherkashinov, Ukraine. Thank you. Moving on to deadlift. The third place goes in Italy, Nicola D'Ambrosio. Ecuador heads for the silver, Marcos Sanchez. And Mylan Sturla Abrahamsen from Norway takes the gold medal. Thank you. Moving for the totals. On the third place from the Czech Republic, Václav Paprika. Ecuador takes the silver, Marcos Sanchez. And May Sturla Abrahamsen takes the gold home to Norway. Please rise for the national anthem of Norway. Great job, Norway team. Thank you, Abrahamsen. Congratulations to all our lifters.